Good morning, everybody. Welcome to some chair yoga. We're going to take some time today to really stretch out our bodies, get back in check with ourselves, and just take some time to relax. All right, let's get started with our modified, because we're going to be seated, pranayama breathing. So you're going to take your fingers, interlock them right underneath your chin. Thumbs are touching your throat. Pinkies are facing away from you. Big deep breath in. Elbows go all the way up to the ceiling. As you breathe out, you're going to look up to the ceiling and make your elbows meet in front of you. So let's give it a try. Everybody, big deep breath in. Elbows go all the way up. And breathe out. Look up to the ceiling. Breathe in, look at me, and breathe out, look up to the ceiling. Deep breath in, and let it out. Again, big deep breath in, send those elbows up to the ceiling, and out. Last one. Deep breath in, elbows go up, and breathe out. Good. All right, let's get started with our seated half moon pose. So you are going to take your left hand, grab the chair, right hand comes up and over, big side stretch. With this one, make sure you're not lifting. You want to plant both hips onto your chair. And switch sides. Right hand grabs the chair, left hand comes up and over. Same thing on this side. Make sure you're not falling over. Good. Sit up nice and tall. With all of these poses, we're going to get a second chance. So let's go back to the other side. Left hand grabs the chair, right hand comes up and over. Really reach that arm so you can feel that good side stretch. And come up. Other side. Left hand comes up and over. And really reach. Good. Sit up nice and tall. We are going to move on to our seated spine twist. So left leg crosses over your right. Make sure that supporting leg is not over here, not back here, but right underneath your knee. Knee and foot are all in one line. Your right hand is going to grab your knee. Left hand is going to grab the back of your chair, and we are going to twist all the way over to the left side of the room. So this hand is pulling, this hand is pushing, and with those opposite forces, you get a good stretch in your back. Good. Slowly untwist the top, uncross your legs. Let's do the other side. Right leg, cross over your left. Left hand grabs the chair. Excuse me, right hand, back of the chair. Right hand or left hand grabs your knee. Right hand grabs the back of your chair. And now we twist over to the right. Felt like I said, grab your chair twice. Good. Again, slowly. Whenever we're coming out of these twists, make sure you untwist slowly. We don't want to make any sudden jerky movements. No good for our back. Okay, we're going to do this all over again. So left leg crosses over your right. Left hand grabs the back of the chair. Right hand grabs your knee, and we twist over to the left. Make sure your back is nice and tall for this one. No hunched over. Tall back. We've got 3, 2, 1, and good. Untwist, uncross those legs. Other side, right leg, cross over the left. Pay attention to that supporting leg. If it's good, let's move on. Left hand grabs the knee, right hand grabs the back of the chair, and we twist. Remember, have your nice tall back. We've got 3, 2, 1, and good. Untwist really slow. Uncross those legs. And we are going to do our seated leg extension. So let's start with our right leg. I'm going to scoot forward a little bit in my chair. If you want to do the same, cool. If not, just stay where you're at. You're going to put your right heel on the ground, toes up to the ceiling. 2 hands, one on top of the other. Go down. Are you reaching for your knee today? Maybe your shin, or maybe you're going all the way for those toes. Wherever you're at, let's all go down together. And then again, you never want to strain your neck. So you want to kind of look down. I like to look at my shoe, see how far I'm reaching. 3, 2, 1, and come up. Other side, left heel down, toes up to the ceiling. Again, that supporting leg is knee and foot are right under each other. No good. That's weird. Too far forward, right underneath. All right, 2 hands, one on top of the other. Let's go down. Are you touching your knee? Are you touching your shin? Or are you all the way at those toes? You should be at one of them. If you're sitting there like this, that's not going to do anything. You really got to be mindful of what we're stretching. We got a few more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and sit up. Great. We're going to do that all again. So right heel down, toes up to the ceiling, 2 hands, and we go down. Try to go a little bit further. Can you go a whole body part further? If you were at your knees last time, can you go to your shin? If you were at your shin last time, could you go to your ankle? If you were at your toes, can you go a little further past your toes? Try. And then look down at your shoes. 3, 2, 1, and sit up. Beautiful. Other side. Heel down, toes up to the ceiling. Supported leg. What am I going to say? Knee and foot all in one line. Okay. Now that that's ready, let's go down, touch your toes, and then look down at your shoes. Three, 2, 1, and everybody come up. Great job with those. Let's do our first forward fold with our legs open. So, Sit back in your chair because it's really easy to kind of want to feel like you're going to fall forward. So sit back a little bit, open up your legs to either side of the chair. Doesn't have to be super wide. You could be here as long as you're opening up those legs. Arms are going to go all the way up to the ceiling. Dive down all the way. Grab for your ankles. If you can't grab ankles, grab for your knees, shins, calves, whatever works for you. And then I like to use my elbows to kind of make sure my legs don't want to cave in like that because that's not good for you. We're going to want to keep them out. So I like to use my elbows just to make sure I'm staying in one spot. And then we're going to look down at the floor. Good. Arms come all the way up. Keep your legs where they are. Don't move your legs yet. They're open on either side of the chair. And now we're going to dive down and look down at the floor. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Bring those legs together for our seated pigeon. So you are going to reach for your right ankle, bring it up to your left knee. All right, supporting leg is very important on this one, as it is with all of them. But knee, foot in line. If you're back here, ow. Out here, ow. Anywhere except right underneath. Knee and foot all in one line. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to lean forward with a nice flat back, which means I'm not hunched over. I have a nice flat back. I'm going to reach for the front of my chair and kind of use that chair to either hold me in place or pull myself. See how my elbows are bending? I'm using my arm strength to pull myself closer to my leg. And you should feel this all along the underside of your leg and even in your lower back a little bit. Again, we're not straining our neck, so look down at the ground. Good. Sit up. Put that ankle down. We're going to do the other side. Left ankle comes up to the right knee. Nice tall back. Good posture. Good supporting leg. Reach for the front of your chair. And use your arms to kind of pull yourself a little bit closer. It's really, really normal to feel more flexible or tighter on one side. Like my right leg feels way more flexible than my left leg. Right now, this leg feels really tight, but it's totally normal to have different sides of your body feel different things. In case that's happening to you right now, because it's definitely happening to me. So this is where you just check in with your body, and you can be at any level that you want to be at. So I might take it a little easier on this side of my body because I don't want to hurt anything. We got 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring that one down. We're doing this pigeon again. Reach for that right ankle. Bring it up to your left knee. And if this is not available to you, you can always cross your legs if that's easier and then lean forward. You can also cross at the ankles and then lean forward. Okay? No excuse. There's a level for everyone. So let's go from there. Reach forward, front of your chair, flat back, good posture, and we lean forward. Use those arms to pull yourself down and hold yourself in this pose. Good, sit up. That one's going to go down, left ankle up to your right knee. This leg's good, this leg's good. Let's reach for the front of our chair. And with a nice flat back, pull yourself closer to your leg. And then we're going to look down at the ground. Good. So that one's coming down. It's time for our warrior series into our triangle pose. So let's have your left leg out nice and straight. Right leg is bent into the corner of the room. So I'm really on the side of my chair, okay? Because so you can kind of see I'm all the way over. That way I can really extend my leg out. If that's not available to you, you want to stay in the middle. Leg goes out, leg bent, you know, try to make it as straight as possible. If you're not all the way to the side, it's obviously not going to be as straight because your leg is on the chair, but try your best. All right, hands come to heart center. For warrior one, we're going straight up into the air, up over our heads. And again, your hands are separated. I know that I'm kind of cut off here, but they're not touching at the top. They are separated. Good. We're going to come down to warrior two. Arms are flat, and then we're going to look off to the right. Hands come to heart center. Elbow goes to your bent knee. Left hand into the air, and we look up at it. Good. Hands come to heart center. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to the other side. Right leg is out nice and long. Left leg is bent and at an angle. Hands come to your heart center and up above your head. Taking it into warrior two, arms drop down, and we look off to the left. Beautiful. Hands come to heart center, elbow to the bent knee, right hand into the air, and we look up at it. For this one, it's really hard to try to not lean forward like this. Really try to have your body upright. Okay, if you're leaning forward, you don't want to fall off your chair, so think about that. You want to be a little bit farther back in your chair for this one. Good, hands come together. Sit up nice and tall. You know we're doing it again. Scoot over to the other side of your chair. Let's have your left leg really nice and long. Right leg is bent and on an angle. Hands to heart center. Straight up into the air for warrior one. Hold it here. A few more seconds. Go ahead, drop down to warrior two, and we look off to the right. Now we're going to take it to our triangle pose. Hands come to heart center. elbow to your bent knee, and left hand up into the air. We look up at it. As I said to the other side, make sure you're not, whoa, going forward. Okay, you want to be back in your chair and look up to the ceiling. Good. Hands come to heart center. Sit up nice and tall. Other side. Scoot it on over. Right leg is out to the side. Left leg is bent at an angle. Hands come to heart center. And we're going to shoot them straight up into the air for warrior one. Deep breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. And come down to warrior two as you exhale. We're going to look off to our left. Good. Hands come to heart center. Your elbow goes to your knee. And right hand goes up into the air. Look up at it. Good. Hands come to heart center. Sit up nice and tall. Bring those legs in for our revolved chair pose. Okay. 2 feet on the ground. Feet are touching, knees are touching. Okay. Hands come to heart center. Take your left elbow and tuck it on the side of your right leg. Now, if this is way too much for you, you can always just touch your elbow to your opposite leg. But notice how it's my left elbow is going to my right knee. Okay, not over here because that's not much of a stretch. Okay, so you want to at least be touching the opposite leg. But if you want to take it up a notch, you're going to tuck it on the other side of your leg and then twist over to the right. Good. Sit up. Keep your hands in heart center. Take your right elbow, tuck it on the other side of your left knee or on top of your left knee, whichever one you're at. And then we're going to twist all the way over to the left. Nice. Sit up. We're going to do it again. Left elbow. Tuck it on the side of your right knee and twist all the way over. Back to center. And we're going over with your right elbow. Tuck it on your left knee and turn all the way to your left. Good. Come back to the center. All right. If you haven't done so already, you can grab some water before we get into our standing series. So while you guys are grabbing water, you can always do the downward dog seated, but you can also do the tree pose seated. And I can show you that today. But for downward dog, you're going to need a table or another chair to put in front of you so that you can reach onto it and use that to kind of hold your arms steady while you look down at the ground. Okay, so if you just imagine there's a chair in front of me, or you're resting your hands on the top of a table. Either way, that way you can get the same stretch without having to stand if that's not available to you today. All right, I'm going to stand up though, and I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see me. If you want to turn your chair, you can do that. If not, you can stay forward. But it is a little bit easier if you're facing the same direction as me. So we're going to stand in the front of our chair, grab onto the part of the chair you were just sitting on. Now we're going to walk our legs back until we feel a nice stretch. Feet are shoulder width apart, so they're not together and they're not too wide. They're shoulder width apart. You're going to push your bottom into the air, your arms back, and then you're going to put your ears next to your elbows. Good. Walk it back up to your chair. Stand up nice and tall. We're going to do it again. Hands go down onto the ground where you were just sitting. Walk those feet back, shoulder width apart. Send your bottom into the air. Push yourself back. And then put your ears next to your elbows. Good. Slowly walk back towards your chair. Stand up. And we're going to do tree pose. Now you can do tree pose from a seated position. You just worry about the feet. So you'll still point your toe. You'll still turn your knee out to the side. And you're still going to try and put your foot on the bottom of your shoe up onto your other foot. Okay? And really, it takes a lot of flexibility to even get into this position. So if you're seated, this is what I want you to work on. Standing, you're going to grab onto the side of your chair. You're going to point your left toe to the ground. Turn that knee out. And then slide the bottom of your shoe up to meet your other foot. One hand to heart center. Let's work on that balance. Can you bring the other hand to meet it? If not, hold on to the chair. If yes, let's fully extend those trees. Good. Hands come back to heart center. And we'll switch sides. Grab onto the chair. Right leg points to the floor. Knee turns out. Slide the bottom of your shoe up to your other leg. Hand comes to heart center. Other hand comes to meet it. Fully extend that tree. And we'll hold it here. Good. Hands come back to heart center. We're doing it again. Grab onto your chair. Left point to the floor. Turn that knee out and slide it up. One hand to heart center. Bring the other hand to heart center. And let's fully extend these trees. Good. Both hands come back. Let's switch it up. Other side. Right foot points to the ground, turn that knee out and slide your shoe. One hand to your heart. Two hands. And let's fully extend this tree. Good, hands to heart center. And let's all have a seat. Okay, we're gonna do a little cat-cow action. So feet are planted on the ground. You are going to reach for your knees. For cow, you're gonna open up your chest and look up to the ceiling. For cat, you are gonna tuck your chin to your chest and then roll your shoulders up by your ears, and then tuck that chin. Good, open up, look up to the ceiling for cow. Tuck your chin, roll your shoulders for cat. Now for cow, take a big deep breath in. And cat, take a breath out. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Three more here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your chin. Last one, inhale, open your chest, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin, roll your shoulders up. Good, come back to neutral. We are gonna do our seated wind removing. So, AKA give your leg a hug. So interlock those fingers, and you wanna take your hands, don't break them apart, but you're gonna take your whole hand and reach down below your right knee. You're gonna pick it up and give it a hug. So it's not under. You never wanna break your hands. Pick them up, give them a hug. You really wanna squeeze your leg up so that it's pressing up against your stomach. Good, put that one down. Lock those fingers, they never come apart. Keep them locked. Reach below your left knee, pick it up and give it a hug. Good, put that one down. We're gonna do it again. Lock those fingers and reach below your right knee. Pick up your leg and give it a nice tight hug. Good, put that one down. Get that grip, lock them together, reach below your left knee, pick it up, give it a nice tight hug. And put that one down. Excellent. We are going to do our camel pose. So 2 feet flat on the ground. Feet are touching, knees are touching. All right? Actually, for this one, let's open up our feet just a little bit. Open up your knees and feet. So not so wide, but just a little bit. You're going to reach below, back, kind of where there's like a slot in between your chair, or if you're on a couch, you know, in between the cushions. So with our feet open a little bit wider, you're going to open your chest and really grip onto the back of the chair so that you can look up to the ceiling and see how far back you can look. Can you look at the ceiling? Can you see the wall behind you even? Explore it. How does it feel? Slowly bring your head back, bring your arms back to the front. That one can be a little disorienting because you're looking all the way back, almost upside down. So let's take a moment, breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth. All right, let's try this again. Feet are separated. Reach behind you, grab onto your chair. Now, sometimes I'll put my feet out a little bit. I always say keep your knees and feet in line, but for this one, since we're going to be pushing forward so much, it kind of helps to have some feet to like push down on. All right, let's try this together. Open up your chest and look up to the ceiling. Good, come back. Slowly bring your legs, bring your hands forward, and then sit back in your chair. Breathe in through your nose one time, and out through your mouth. Okay, this is our last pose of the day. We're going to do our seated forward fold with your legs closed. So, 2 feet on the ground. Feet are touching and knees are touching. Arms come all the way up to the ceiling. And we go all the way down, grab for your feet, and then tuck your chin into your chest. So you want to be like a little roly-poly ball. Good, doing it again. Arms all the way up to the ceiling. And all the way down. Touch your toes. Tuck that chin and curl your shoulders forward. Good, send those arms all the way up. Touch at the top, bring them down through to your heart center. Excellent job today. We are going to do our seated savasana. If you would like to lay down, you can always do that. But I'm going to stay seated. So get in a comfy position. If you can, flip your hands up so the palms of your hands are facing the ceiling, and then rest them on the tops of your legs. Close your eyes and try really hard to let your mind be completely blank. Try not to think about work or school or the chores that you have to do today. Let your mind be blank and focus on your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. I'm going to slowly open my eyes. You can slowly open yours, or you can stay in Savasana if you would like. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a nice, relaxing time, and I will see you tomorrow for shadow boxing. Have a great rest of your day.